welcome back to The 3 Show. We hope everyone enjoyed the holidays, spending time with family and friends, but it's time to get back into the hockey spirit and take a look at last week's games. On Friday, both of the away teams came away with the win as the Junior Blues defeated the Mustangs and the Wausau Cyclones defeated the Wisconsin Woodsmen. For St. Louis, 05 defenseman Tegan Lee was a force on the blue line, scoring his second goal of the season, the eventual game winner during his team's 3-1 victory. Not only did Lee have a great performance, but netminder Travis Vizvardra did as well as he turned away 26 of 27 shots for a nightly save percentage of .963. Meanwhile, in Tomah, Game 1 of the series was a wild contest that ended with a final score of 5-4 in overtime. Wausau would start things off hot, scoring the first 3 goals of the game before Wisconsin responded, scoring 3 straight of their own to tie things up, the score being 3-3 early in the third. The star of the game and second star of the week was Wausau Cyclones forward Jake Garrow, who scored 2 goals himself, including the game winner. Saturday was for the home teams as Peoria and the Woodsmen got back in the win column. The Mustangs came out with vengeance during Game 2 as they had a dominant showing, the final score being 6-3. Both Colton Cox and Wyatt Duke were unstoppable for Peoria as they each netted 2 goals in addition to recording 2 assists for a 4-point night. As we mentioned in last week's episode, Duke has been a great addition to the Mustangs and has tallied a whopping 15 points in 5 games. The Woodsmen would put up the same score as Peoria as they too defeated their rivals 6-3. First-year Wisconsin forward and this week's third star of the week, Brandon Slazer, was lights out, scoring his first hat trick of the season, all of his goals being scored in the middle frame. Of his trio of goals, 1 was on the power play and 1 was the eventual game winner. Now let's take a look at what to expect this weekend in the Central. Wausau will host Rochester for their second 2-game set of the season. Taking a look back to the beginning of November, each team picked up 3 out of 4 points on the weekend as both games were decided in overtime. With these 2 teams sitting 1 point of one another in the standings, this series could definitely switch things up in the division. The Woodsmen will host the Mustangs for their second game set of the season as well. Wisconsin came away victorious during both of their previous meetups, but it is worth noting that Game 2 was a high-scoring affair, and Peoria gave the Woodsmen a run for their money as the final score was 10-7. With Peoria's newest acquisitions, it will be interesting to see how their offense competes against a tough Wisconsin squad. Last but not least, West Bend will be back in action as they host the Junior Blues. And to continue with the theme, this too will be their second series of the year. The Power have been on fire as of late, currently riding a 5-game win streak while going 8-2 in their last 10. Flipping back to early November, West Bend came out on top during both contests, but St. Louis did force the number 1 team to overtime. As always, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The 3 Show. Be sure to follow along the scores on our website and watch live on NATV. To wrap things up, we hope everyone has a safe new year, and we'll see everyone in 2025.